Good morning. So what does spirituality mean to you?
Well, spirituality means to me when you reflect on what you've done today and what you've done to others.
And to me, it means just when I go into a comfy area and just think to myself about something that I've done,
To me, it's like a time to connect with God and tell Him about our true feelings towards things happening in our lives.
Once a term we have a spirituality morning. Would you like to explain what we do at those?
So on our spirituality mornings, we tend to think about the divine, or heaven, ourselves, the world, and others.
on our spirituality mornings, we usually have an assembly going over what we've done over the year.
We write and talk about how the assemblies have impacted on our lives, like shown here.
Our school Bible story is the story of Joseph and how he connected with God over his lifetime. The important parts to me is when Joseph forgave his brothers and when Joseph invited his brothers and father to live with him in Egypt. The messages that run through the story is God will always forgive us, and the way you treat others will always come back to you.
During the spring term, we learned about Jesus' parables. The mustard seed affected me because it taught me that you can find your place no matter how hard it is to get there. The wise and foolish man affects others because most people think you have to be first at everything to become amazing, but to make something fabulous, you have to take your time. The yeast parable affects the world around us. The world gets bigger and bigger as it gets filled with more people every day, so God's kingdom grows and grows and grows. All of the parables link into God and the rises because all of these parables would be nothing without God. He brought Jesus down, who just amplified the love for God.
The assemblies this term have been The assemblies this term have been all about the words of Jesus and that love weaves through all of our golden threads. My favourite assemblies this term are Miss Wallace's, all about the different birds and the flowers, also Miss Bagley's one about all the different fruit growing on trees. These have affected me because they are both teaching me to be kind, and even if someone looks different on the outside, only the inside counts. My relationship with God is quite strong because I pray to Him almost every day to make sure my uncle is okay.
At the spirituality morning in Year 5, we were looking at the story of Joseph. Joseph was very strong. I remember I was strong when somebody passed away. I have been jealous when I was alone and some people was playing without me. I think I am a blessing to my home because my mum says to me, "What would I do without you?" Joseph's father was devastated when he found out that Joseph passed away. The brothers felt jealous and angry with Joseph. Reuben's character is mean and selfish, but also nice because he was going to set him free. I think that Joseph is a very kind boy and he is very wise. The bully is Simeon because it was his idea to put him down the well. The people like Joseph for his wisdom and kindness.
In our spirituality mornings, we often think about ourselves, others, the world, and the divine. Last term, we thought about how our values relate to these areas. For myself, generosity for the Good Samaritan because he was generous. That makes me treat people the way you want to be treated.
for other people. It made me know that it is not good to let people bully or hurt, and if you ever see anyone hurt or injured, you should help them. It affects me on to other people to be gracious and kind towards them. For the world, the impact on the world is big, because if we help people and do not bully and don't hurt people, then the world will become a better place. The world should be a wise place. And for the God, it is that if you are hurt or down or not feeling great, God will always be there for you, and He will help you if it is needed. This is our prayer tree, and we can come here at any time of the day just to write down a prayer, or you can even write down your bad thoughts and just let them go.
I come here and write down my prayers to get rid of all of my worries.
I come here to sort of calm down and sort of relax during troubled break times and days.
So are there any special places that we sometimes call thin places in school or at home that you're able to go if you'd like to spend a quiet moment reflecting or talking with God?
Well, I like to pray in my bedroom and in the Reverend Beth's area too.
Simeon?
I sort of like sitting down on some of the logs in the forest school area out the back.
Thank you. Poppy?
I, like Eleanor, go to the Reverend Beth area sometimes when I'm able to just sit quiet. Also at my house, sometimes I sit on my balcony with a few stones, so I think it's touching the stones to say transferring my worries to the stone.
Thank you. Okay.
I like sitting on the buddy bench because it's kind of like a quiet bench.
Really nice. And Izzy?
Like Eleanor, I like to go to Reverend Beth's area if no one else is praying.
Thank you.
So I often sit and pray here because the views are really nice, and on a clear day you can see the skies and things, and it reminds me my great aunt who's recently passed away, so it makes me remember her, and it makes me remember Reverend Beth as well, because she sadly passed away a few years ago now.
I like come to stay here because it's quite a nice and calm area where everybody sort of they normally play somewhere else. So if you're thinking about like God, then it's a nice place to come here.
It's nice and calm most of the time, and I really like praying here, just because I feel like I can send my messages to God.
This is our conservation area. We had many lovely prayer weeks in here. I like the conservation area because it is a quiet space and it is related to nature.
I like it in here because it's calm, collective, and it's relaxing.
I like it in here because it's calm and you can pray in here and be close to God a lot of the time.
I like it here because there's lots of plants.
This is our spirituality area. On a clear day, the light is often dappled through the twigs and leaves, so it makes me feel really calm and at one with God.
You can come and sit on some of these logs here, and you can pray whilst looking at nature.
On our spirituality morning, I wrote that the saying is treat people the way you want to be treated, or the way you treat people the way they treat you, because the brothers were mean to Joseph because they threw him in the well. Our harvest service was a beautiful day because the sun was shining, because there were no clouds in the sky. There were spectacular horses trotting down the road. Next to the school field, squirrels climbed up the trees, birds sang, and nuts and leaves fell from the trees. You persevered in true Bishop Cannings style. In general, it was just beautiful, absolutely fabulous.
In the story of Joseph, I learned wisdom and grace is nice.
And what was your favourite collective worship this year, Alex?
When we got the food and we gave it to the food bank outside in the field.
Every year we have a prayer space week where we can take the time to visit 5 or 6 creative prayer stations to think about ourselves, others, the world and God.
Last year we had a prayer labyrinth on the field. Eleanor, would you like to tell us what that was like for you?
Well, when I first entered the labyrinth, I had worries and stories, but as I slowly walked through it, I thought about them, and when I went in the middle, I kind of left them there, and as I left, I felt lighter and more collected.
Thank you, that's lovely. We were also able to open up our prayer week because we had it on our school field to the community. And Simeon, can you say what you did one evening?
I invited my mum to come in one evening after school, and we enjoyed walking the labyrinth together, and we hung some thankful ribbons on the trees.
Right. What was your favourite prayer station?
The jump of joy, because I don't have a trampoline and I like jumping on things.
I like putting the tablet into the water to let all of my worries get away.
I like the thankfulness ribbons because I could write something that I was thankful for on a ribbon and hang it on a tree and watch it dance beautifully in the wind. I liked the way you blew the bubbles because it's like blowing prayers off to God.
What do you like about the reflection areas in your classrooms?
I like that our reflection area isn't crowded, so you have the space to enjoy your reflection time. I enjoy the reflection area in my classroom because it's peaceful and it's the time where I can go and read what everyone wrote on the apples on our tree.
I like that we have a miniature prayer tree.
Are you looking forward to the Prayer Space Week this summer?
Yes, because I'm excited to help plan it.
Yes, because I'm excited to help the little ones with the new activities that we're going to plan.
Yes, because it's a nice time away from the crowds.
Yes, because I'm excited to promote the new ideas about what stations we could do.
Yes, because it's a nice peaceful week.
This is Rebecca and I, as once a child. We give £25 a month for him. We help him and pray for him.
What do you like about the reflection areas in your classroom?
Well, it's really nice and it's got eggs in a basket and chicks beside it.
Thank you. How could we improve it at all?
Maybe just write post-it notes and stick it on the walls.
Thank you. Are there any other spiritual times in school that you've particularly enjoyed?
You can go to the porch and you can go to the round and back.
I like meeting the people at Salisbury Cathedral. What's all about the teacher?
Thank you. So how could we make collective worship any better for you?
We can do more drama and the dances for the songs.
So basically you stay there longer so you can know more about like the Bible and maybe know more about Jesus, God and the first people who were there, and their like sons and maybe Abraham and the other people.
Why do you like having a spirituality board in your classroom?
The spirituality board makes me feel happy because it makes me feel like we're a better class as it shows that we worship God.
The spirituality board makes me feel happy because you can let others see your ideas and not have to keep them inside your head.
The spirituality board makes me feel thoughtful and kind because it has a lot of each other praise and nice stuff.
What do you like about the spirituality area in your classroom?
I like that we have a prayer tree in our classroom in our spirituality area.
And would you miss it if it was taken away?
Yes, because it would just be an empty space and I send my prayers up to God.
Okay. Casey, would you like to come and say our end of day prayer, please?
Dear Jesus, please forgive us when we hurt someone's heart. Amen. Amen.
Do you ever spend time reflecting or praying outside of school?
Yes, when I'm knitting on my bed.
Oh, that's lovely. And what's your favourite way of having a peaceful moment or feeling close to God?
Thinking of our school vision, every child every day, to learn, to love, to laugh, to pray.